for the one and only
Yeah, you know what it is, man. You have tuned in to the one-on-one with Miggity and Mike D, man. And today I got 85 business in the building tonight, man. Hey, man, what we doing here, man?
We just talking a little shit.
Yeah,
we had to come check. Yeah,
man, I appreciate that, brother, man.
Me and man, when we be riding the shows and we be listening to all the street stories and shit like that.
Right.
You definitely had to tune in. Y'all talking good shit. Preserving the history, filling in the blanks, man. You know,
of Houston, Texas.
That's what it is. You know, people who ain't even from Houston, but who are fans of like the rap legends and the Houston movement, they love to hear that shit, man.
They like to go to Turkey Leg too, though.
Hey, man, we're not going to stop right there, man.
Stop right now.
Man.
Stop right now.
I don't think he did it. I don't think he did it. Y'all, give a f***. He was a nice guy. Not if you work there, but I'm saying. I got nowhere to take my Houston home.
All that, man. We ain't doing that, Mike. You get the over that, man. We did not come in for none of that shit. This is trying to be a goddamn blogger. Stop.
Man,
we try to give credit to the city of Houston, man. But you know what's crazy is when our first time, remember that first show we had in Houston, we pulled up to the screw shop? Me and this drove to the screw shop, man. It's probably about midnight, man. We was like, fuck it, let's go. Because, you know, when we come in the cities, that's the thing that, you know, people appreciate about us is like, you're going to see us in the places that the people are because those are our people, you know what I'm saying? We want to make sure that they see us the same way we see them seeing us. You know what I mean? It's very important to us, you know, because I always liken it to, you know, we come from the same type of environments. We was just sitting here talking about coming from the projects and coming from the apartments and all of the same, and all of the shared experiences. And I always think like, if I would have saw me walking through my neighborhood when I was a little boy, how would I want to be treated? And that's the way we operate. So, you know, when we come to a city like Houston, man, this is such a culture city. Like this is influential all across the board. Like it ain't nowhere in America ain't been influenced by this city, man.
Yeah, it's unanimous, man. And the way they embraced us, though, this is one of them places that we ain't even here working,
just having fun.
We just out here.
I just happen to be here. I call this. He like, man, I just got finished doing that. I'm like, where you at? I'm in Houston. He was like, oh, we fucking Mike D. I'm like, I'm pulling up on Mike.
Man. Only on the one-on-one with Mike D.
Yeah, man, I bought some land down here, man.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, $45.
Man. You got it from the same place I saw that.
Three lands.
Three lands. It was three of them. 1, 2, 3, all three of them.
Yeah, but I just, you know, I love the culture of the city, man. You know, I'm from D.C., but, you know, Scarface was a huge influence. I remember seeing Scarface walking up and down Georgia Avenue by himself when I was working at the barbershop as a little boy.
Come on, hold up. Speaking of the Scarface and the Ghetto Boys, my dad had to have surgery, and they took half his stomach out. Soon as he woke up, first out his mouth, play me them Ghetto Boys.
Come on now.
Man playing tricks on me. I bullshit you not. That's the true story.
Come on, man.
Yeah, Pops, look, I'm talking about Pops played this. He bought a whole goddamn album, bro. Willie D, Clean Up Man.
Oh yeah,
that's his official theme song.
Come on, man.
He loved Mind Playing Tricks on Me so much. You remember the single, right? He had a tape that played it about 6 times on one side.
Oh yeah.
Then the other side, he just keep playing the instrumental. He'll play the song till you get tired of hearing it, then just play the instrumental.
Yeah,
that's his.
You hear that, Bruce? That's my guy who done the track, man. I'm talking about. Yeah, man.
Tupac,
Brad. Oh yeah. Put all that together. You got you something going on, man.
Was on all that shit, man.
Yeah,
every Tupac that came out, I was on that, bro. Not even before, like not even All Eyes on Me. I'm talking about all.
Oh, you talking about before that? Yeah.
Strictly for my
niggas.
Oh man.
Thug Life.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
All that. From the cradle to
the grave. See,
From the cradle to the grave.
life ain't never been. I'm talking about Screw made all that what it was. He would like had his own radio station almost, bro.
Absolutely.
The Sebos, the underground people didn't. He put us on that. Like it's a lot of people we wouldn't even know of if it wasn't for Screw and the contributions he put out. Man, it was too.
What
dope
was
to
that
have
time like though?
Man, bro,
Like,
like
I mean,
no other. It's like we living it now. It's like when you hear people talking in Houston, know what I'm saying, know what I'm talking about, you jamming and want to be a baller coming out to your show, all that's like a capsule in one, you know what I mean?
Right.
Trapped in that time capsule right there. In them songs is really that movement because we created a genre of music.
Right.
Without knowing it.
This one part of Mississippi that always gets slept on. Mississippi always supported everybody though. From everywhere.
Yeah,
like
nah,
my
for
mother
real.
would be like, I'm independent and I still got shows. Where the you think the shows was at?
Come on now.
Come on.
That's what we got out
These
there.
ain't
What part
big
of Mississippi
cities.
you from?
I'm from Oxford, right?
Oh, okay.
So man, I remember paying to go see goddamn Lil Flip up
Come
in Holly
on now.
Springs, Mississippi.
Hey.
I'm sitting there like, it's Mississippi so small, I'm really sitting in the back room with the promoters watching these count these 5s and 10s and 1s just to pay this before we go on stage.
Come on now.
Come on, man.
Them small
What's
towns
Lil
is what
Flip,
kept them
Lil
motherfucker
cousin,
down.
The short one they used, Lil Red.
Shasta or Lil Red.
The short
Young Red.
Yeah.
Nah, the one with the man. What's my man? I think you talking about the same dude, the little short dude
think
with the
his name
braids,
was-
man. He
he
used to
real-
rap
yeah.
on the Screw tape.
Yeah, it was him, Flip, and Shasta, I think. That was
Man, hold up,
Holly
man.
Springs. They used to come to Dreamland and shut that down, bro. The whole North Mississippi and that.
Man, they love some Lil Flip out there, man.
But I'm saying we saw Mystical. This girl from my hometown ripped Mystical pants off. That nigga said, let me go. God damn it, let me go.
That's what's wrong with him now. He think they still want them pants.
Man, I just remember going and like hearing about this. Hey man, you get them tickets now, they fought it off.
Man.
You ready to go?
But you want to get them now? You better come on. The boy gonna be here for one night only, man.
There's so much that happened at that, but it's like, yeah, that Mississippi is the place that come through before they blow. They do a show everywhere. There's so many little country towns where they done put together $7,000 a piece to bring that 20 piece together.
Yeah, I mean,
Look,
it's
and
a-
don't have it all until a get there and then still running around.
Oh,
Hey,
because they been
keep him in the
spending
car.
money and balling all up to the show.
Keep him in the car.
Everybody haircut on me.
yeah, exactly.
I'm finna pay for everybody haircut who come to the show
Coming
tonight.
to the show tonight. All the
Everybody
way.
food on me. Everybody, I'm telling you, man. Boosie coming.
Man, we sitting in the
Boosie
car
can
to that
do-
back end.
Yeah.
300 shows
Not
a
just
year
back
in
end.
Mississippi, and,
Oh,
and
and
every
still-
one of them gonna sell out.
Every time. He come here too. Boosie just one of them ones that's like
He
your
built, that's
cousin
what I'm
or
saying.
some
He
shit.
built him a fan base by going to the
Going
Pine
to the-
Bluff, Arkansas, and
Yeah.
the way out there in Texas where you ain't think it was.
We didn't think it would.
Come on,
Lubbock and all them type
Man.
of places. You know what I'm saying?
And the internet
They
just
love
helped.
him in El Paso.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You know
and
what
the
I'm saying?
internet
But he the type of who gonna go out there and with them people and take 700 pictures.
and kiss all the babies
Come
and
on,
everything.
man.
The internet helped him because you know Boosie, he good at this. Yeah, I need a
see, he
14
parlayed
piece
it,
of
right.
wood for my new house. I
See
need
the
some
same
paint.
popularity that he got on the internet. He had that shit in real life before social media.
Yeah.
That's what people
Yeah.
be underestimating. Like,
Come on, now.
Boosie probably was one of the, well, still is one of the biggest independent artists to ever come out of the South.
Yeah, he showed us how to do
So
it.
that's why, like, motherfuckers my age and from my generation who watched this grow up rapping when he was 14, 15. The first when
Right.
he was with CeeLo and all them way back.
That was the
on,
first
man.
social media, them DVDs and them tapes that we would watch. And
Right.
like I said, you know, coming up in DC, the thing that mirrors Mississippi is we had go-go music. So we were influenced by all different types of music, and it was infiltrated into the go-go, you know what I'm saying? So
sure.
like by the time I became of age where I'm starting to develop my musical taste, I'm listening to music from everywhere. My homeboy Matt brother was in the street, so we would always go to his house, and he had this big old wall of nothing but tapes. And we would just go through and listen to tapes, and it was mostly Southern music. You know what I mean?
Man.
Places
Come on,
I'm
man.
talking about
That you ain't-
Texas, everywhere. I'm talking about all through the South. That's how I fell in love with Master P and all the music out of New Orleans, all the music out of Houston, the stuff out of Dallas, the stuff out of
Money,
Florida.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you would go to the go-go, and the go-go's would be playing our version of these music. You know what I'm saying? So it just gave us the influence. So when I finally got to a point where I was traveling to these places, I felt connected to the culture because I knew it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then
That
Houston is one of the places that is uniquely authentic to what you heard throughout the time you've been listening. When you come, you're gonna see everything them niggas was talking about.
And we're gonna make sure you see it.
You're gonna see it.
Your grandma gonna make sure. Hey, that boy tried some of that NyQuil y'all got in that thing now, boy. Give him some of that Texas tea Mike D be having now. What they gonna do too, man? I'm telling you, man. They gonna make sure you get the culture, man.
But it was never, like growing up listening to music, we ain't never really give a where it was from as long as it was good.
Yeah.
Because I remember sneaking and listening to Bushwick Bill. This was so fucking fascinating.
With the storytelling, man. He make you know he's dead. Rest in peace, Bush, man. That's my
Child's
boy,
Play.
Man. Whoo, man.
Come on, man.
He made Mind Playing Tricks on me.
You better murder me.
Yeah.
Put me to rest, because if you don't, I come out shooting with my head on a bird's chest.
That boy
Come
was
on,
a
man.
nut, man.
A 9 or Uzi, my only utensils. Inside his chest, they found 10,000 pencils. Damn, what?
Yeah, he is different.
Oh, this was the I used to have to sneak and
I
listen
just
to,
finna
though.
say, imagine if he knew who that really was, Gangsta Nip. That's
Gangsta Nip.
That's who was right.
See, we Gangsta Nip in there.
Gangsta Nip
Man,
too.
the Bushwick that I used to have to sneak and listen to, though, it's the other level. That's two of the finest bitches around, G. It used to be fun, but now it's getting boring to me. Constantly fucking riding my like a horse, bucking. Bro, I knew this shit at like 9, 10 years old.
That's crazy.
You know you ain't had no business listening to that shit,
but
man.
bruh.
None.
See, my daddy used to fuck around. He used to think he'd give me the single, but sometimes he'll give me the shit. He'll mix it up. You know, you get the single with the same album cover as the album.
It's clean.
Man, I used to switch the tape and get it. I'd take the whole and get him the single, because they got the single and the instrumental on there.
That's how you
I used
do
to have
that.
to have my Too Short. I could listen to everything but Too Short.
Man, just imagine walking in your kid room now, listening to Too Short.
Nah, I tell you what me
So,
up.
the tales, the freaky
freaky.
tales. This your daughter. You passed by the room
I
and
met this
man,
girl.
Man,
Her name was Joan.
Man, you gonna
She loved the
lose it.
way I rocked on the microphone. When I met Joan, I took her home. She was just like a doggy all on my bone.
See, I think if you look at the artistic value of those early Too Short, the cocktails and the freaky tales and all that shit, there is a lesson in there for adolescent young men. That's a pivotal point. That music helped us through puberty. It helped us
and Luke too.
identify a lot of shit.
Yeah.
They was the first people to really walk you through what it was gonna take to get some.
Yeah.
I'm talking about for real, bruh.
Who the f was we? Hold up. We didn't have nobody to really teach us this.
Sexual education.
Too Short came out and he put that in a way where niggas could understand it on that level. When I met Joan, I took her home. She was just like a doggy all on my bone.
I met another girl. Her name was Jane. Like, yeah, it was just straight up.
And Luke Skywalker, we can't forget about
Man,
it.
you couldn't even understand Luke all the way. That nigga was just sit on fit at the top of the bed, fit the bitch cup, fit ball, nigga, fit in that send him up, fit a nigga in the ball, fit, sit in that, won't shake that under my don't bend it now, big, get in my tit, don't shake that ass. You be like, God,
That's how bad he wanted some.
Luke had a natural porn show, man. A porno show going on stage, man. That was crazy.
That nigga didn't need no lyrics. Motherfucker knew what to do when Luke came on.
Yeah.
Shake them, baby, shake them, baby, shake. In the South, always have embraced every kind of woman, though.
Yeah.
You remember when Chopper said, "She ain't got a lot of ass, but I can work with her."
Yeah, that's another one. That New Orleans.
That's body positive by today's standards.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He ain't say, "Oh, that ass ain't shit, go buy another one."
Yeah.
He said, "She ain't got a lot of ass, but I can work with that."
That's what I mean when you say growing up. Listen, that's why I don't get mad.
Man.
I don't get mad at the youngers. I don't see how the generation now be talking about all this music, man. Man, listen, man. we grew up on listening to. It's the same type of music. It's just the only difference is we had some type of balance in regards to you can listen to something else that gave you a different message. Now it's just all the same, but the messaging been the same the whole time. Bitch, stop talking that shit and sucking for an outfit. You know what I mean?
I think the difference is we knew we wasn't supposed to be listening to it at certain ages, so we kind of guarded it.
Yeah. I agree.
You get what I'm saying?
I agree.
It was valuable to us.
Right.
Because not that it didn't, like I think it's certain kids that it's gonna really affect like that. We took it for the art. I ain't never said I'm about to do some because I heard a rapper say it.
Right.
Some of that shit I saved from when I was grown. Some days I do some rapper shit.
Right.
I go get a fresh ass, I get the whole car detail. Just shoot my own album cover. I don't even post them. I put the motherfucker, I make my own motherfucking pen and pixels.
Yes, sir.
Just me parked in front of heaven and shit.
Man. It must say pen and pixel. I know he knows something. Man.
Oh yeah, that was the pen and pixel cover.
I'm talking about this boy that been here, man. I'm talking about, man. I think you got some residency here too, Lowe's, man.
No,
I'm telling you, man.
One time, Chico will tell you. One time we came to Houston about. I know we had at least 5 or 6 shows in within like a month and a half.
Yeah.
They just kept bringing us back. I'm like, bro, this
y'all, bro.
We kept coming, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's pause.
Pause, yeah. Well, that's why we here. That's why he
kept coming.
Yeah, they pause. But yeah, but you know, it's like that's the thing about Houston, man, or Texas in general, but especially Houston, like, you know, this is where you can get rich and never leave, man. That's how much love and money
circuit.
y'all. I mean, but I wouldn't even call it the chilling circuit because you come down here and you see what niggas is talking about on these records in real life.
Oh, yeah.
And it be a nigga that own a bail bondsman shop. You
We
be
got
like,
all that in
you
one.
got, I mean, businessmen
Yeah.
for real. You know what I'm saying? So you come and you get inspired by coming down here and seeing all the different ways.
In the motherfucker down here. Even the lady on the text commercial rap her ass off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's go off.
I heard this shit for the first time driving to the airport, bro. These motherfuckers got about a 3-minute commercial on the radio, but they rapping.
Oh, they do that in Detroit too. Detroit got a rapper, the lady rapping about taxes on the joint like Detroit. Man, it's the creativity that's coming out now. I appreciate that the internet did that for us, man, to open up the world. Because you think, man, if y'all had the internet back in the day, it'd have been a lot more to come up. You know what I'm saying?
It would have been crazy.
Some just couldn't make it over there the way y'all was at.
That wood room in Screw House is everybody want to know about that wood room, man. I'm talking about.
Pause
man.
again.
Yeah. and not no Diddy party, but Diddy. I just do pause things. No. Man, that boy got the crates you sitting on up in there. You know, you put the albums in the old milk crates, just stacked. That's with the chairs. And everybody just sitting around, just watching this boy go off, do his thing, man. I'm talking about it. I just wish we could have had one day, and everybody's so drug dealing out, so fed, so anti-fed. You pull that camera out, hey, whoa, what you doing? No, let's don't do that, man. Put that up. But it's just like, it's one dude who did it, Bird, that he got into it a lot, but he kept that camera. And without him, we wouldn't have no shot from back there, boy.
Damn.
Everybody would have to say that was the disadvantage to us is we wasn't as hungry for the money when the movement came. Everybody had some money. Everybody was already on. We riding in these sleds. Like you say, everything we talking about, we doing it in real life. That's why we talking about it. We made Screw. Screw gave us a career, but we made him live because everybody went and got a personal tape and put it just to ride in their slabs, so that made him popular. You know what I'm saying? And then it was just a few people started going rapping on the Kiki, Pat, me, Pokey. And then that started, we didn't know that was what it was going to do. And I'm just trying to make the best tape. So when I come down Martin Luther King, you trying to listen. We pull up to the car wash. Right, go ahead.
What's a song that you heard and you instantly knew that this is a classic?
One of the ones we did.
Yeah.
Superstar player haters wanna know who you are when you coming down like a superstar. It's Fat Pat and the boy Mike D. Yes. I didn't know "Wanna Be a Baller" was a hit though. I turned that down. I can tell you, it's pretty much everything we done. We knew it was hot, but it's the ones that I didn't do that I hate. The "Wanna Be a Baller," the Toe Dye song, the Dirty Side is what I passed on.
What made you pass
This
on
what
them?
made Wanna Be a Baller so legendary in Mississippi. We thought them was from Mississippi when we first heard
Are you
it.
serious?
That right there, that sound of rap, that style, that cadence, that's exactly how
Mississippi
A
niggas.
Mississippi
North
nigga
Mississippi
put
niggas
together.
talk. You got to keep in mind, it's really 3 different Mississippis.
Biloxi.
It's North, that's the bottom.
Okay.
And then you got Jackson, which is kind of damn near there in the, you know what I mean? That's like right there in the middle. And then everything pretty much from like Jackson up would be like technically North
Arkansas,
Mississippi, maybe a
yeah,
little, maybe a little even higher. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, probably.
Bro, y'all got 3 different cultures in
Exactly.
Within
each
the same
one.
spot.
Wow.
Right.
And see, we got Houston and Dallas, 2 totally different.
Two totally different, yeah.
When you done the show the other day, and then went to Dallas, like going to 2 different worlds.
I mean, yeah, this
You go,
completely
boom, boom.
different.
And it's
yeah.
3 hours, 3.5 hours.
3.5
Half
hours
hours
away.
away, Brian. We couldn't tell you.
My light
nothing.
about to die.
Yeah, it's
Shit,
like
boy, I'm
it's
talking
like
about
it's
it.
like
Don't
DC,
go to
light to
prison.
die.
DC and Baltimore. You know what I mean? It's 45 minutes away from each other, but it's 2 different worlds. You know what I'm saying? It's 2 different cultures. We talk different, but it's this when you take those people out of that element, like if you take some Dallas and Houston niggas and put them in California, it's Texas.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know
we
what I'm
gonna
saying?
ride then.
And you take some
We
North,
ride then.
Central, and bottom Mississippi niggas and put them in New York, it's Mississippi.
Yeah.
That's what changes. You know what I mean? Like when you in your environment, that's the only time y'all the only ones that can see the difference. The rest of the world,
They
different
don't
Texas
know.
boys. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
Texas boys.
The crazy part is, I'm just thinking about like back in the day, bro. We used to really listen to every fucking body. Like Spice One was big in North Mississippi.
That's my boy there. Shout out
DJ
Spice.
Quick,
Oh, yeah.
MC8. Man, like
Everybody.
who else we used to listen to hard as fuck back in that motherfucker, bro?
UGK.
All the way.
I already know that.
8 Ball
Shout out
and MJ,
Buzz.
everything.
Yeah.
We mostly
Yeah.
like fuck with all that 3-6 shit.
That was right
That
there.
would be like the early 3-6 Mafia to North Mississippi. That'd be like screw to Houston. It was like our own thing. A lot of people who were like outside of Memphis and North Mississippi and like, you know what I'm saying, certain
Right.
little pockets in certain little cities. That was the independent music shit in Memphis. Like we fuck with Tommy Wright III real hard, and Skinny Pimp, and Gangsta
Skinny
Black, and DJ Paul, and Juicy J. I'm talking about DJ Paul Volume 16.
What was your cousin, the one that the song we was listening
Killer Crew.
to? Come on, man.
Straight out of Oxford, Mississippi.
Hey, we messed it.
He me up so hard with that one.
Oh,
Cause I'm listening to it, right? And I'm like,
I know that.
what they
know
know about
that?
that?
hold up. And then my said it in his verse. I lit up. I was like, Daddy, I know it.
That's it. Yeah.
Fuck me up, man.
What-
He do what he do well.
What took you from the country to go and even want to go do Wildin' Out? Or what made y'all? What was that transition like, bro? How did that happen?
To go from the like it was a big gap in between that. Like growing up, I always felt like I would be somewhere else. A lot of places. I never wanted a job. I had a lot of jobs because I needed to have jobs in that point of my life. But even then, I never really gave it to the point where it was my everything because I knew that it felt like a phase. Everything felt like a phase, even growing up. I used to be out there sometimes just looking at the woods just like, I'm going to appreciate this right now because one day I'm going to leave. But I'm not like abandoning it. I'm going to do for this right here. So people can appreciate this and see that it's more to Mississippi than what they'll tell you.
Right.
It's just like it's real niggas in Houston and DC and California. It's real niggas everywhere.
No literally.
And I feel like I have to go out and show them a different side of Mississippi. Especially where I'm from. Because I felt like out of all the shit, we don't get the shine that we deserve in North Mississippi. We got some great shit coming out of there too. Like DK Metcalf from my hometown. Shelby McEwen.
Come on,
My
now.
cousin, he live in Houston.
Come on,
This nigga
now.
just won a silver medal at the last Olympics. My little cousin.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? And then it's just like, if we done had so many people get so close, and we was never one of them places until later that they even stopped to with, and we showing love to everybody, but ain't nobody coming to fuck with us.
Pulling us up.
Bro, I'm talking about anything that you could think of in North Mississippi, bro. You'll fuck around and see it. Because the thing is, everybody's so close together. Anybody looking for anything to be different.
Come on now.
Like every little small town in Mississippi got the one nigga that listen to Nas. He know everything Nas done ever said. He trying to put niggas on all the time, but nigga like, bro, I am listening to the goddamn Player Fly and Gangsta Black.
Right now.
Nas can't fuck with this. Like,
nigga,
but not no disrespect to nobody,
right.
but that's just how niggas be. Like, bro, I like what the fuck I like.
Come on now.
And it's just like the way of life is so slow. We adapt to different shit. So everybody looking for some shit to attach to be like, just to escape for a little minute.
Man, what brought the opportunity up for y'all? How you
Oh,
come
yeah,
out?
it was-
It was that's the crazy part about, you know, it was the opposite for me, because I'm a city boy, you know what I mean? I grew up in the city, you know, and was active in the city. You know, my father got murdered when I was a baby, so I didn't have that part of me that was supposed to teach me how to be a man, and my mother wasn't going for it, so I was outside real early, hustling. I started working when I was 9. So a lot of the grind that I got, I knew that I had to do something. Like he said, like I always felt like, I didn't always feel like I knew I had to, because I ain't had no choice. Like if I don't do it, then it's not gonna happen. I gotta make this happen, because my mother always told me, God rest her soul, she was like, I'm responsible for what you need, not what you want. So I was always responsible for getting what I wanted. So once I decided, my Uncle Reggie got murdered in 2002, and that really shifted my my trajectory, because I was trying to be in the streets. I didn't have no desire to do nothing but what my environment bred, and I was always lucky enough to be good at whatever I was doing, and I didn't know it at the time, but the nepotism of who I was affiliated with and who my people were protecting me from certain things that would have, deterred me a little earlier than that having happened to me and my family. So once I got the messaging of what I was supposed to be doing in regards to going a different direction, I went to school. I went to school in North Carolina, went to college, graduated from college, and then I was like, man, I done went to school for 4 years, man. Like, what the fuck I'm doing? Like, I did what I was supposed to do, but I didn't do what I was supposed to do, if that makes sense.
But you wanted to do.
Yeah, because I hadn't even did the research of myself to figure out what that was. And that's what a lot of us don't do. That's why I think we got blessed in the game, is because we were kind of forced, and our backgrounds being so different, we were forced to do that self-evaluation because of where we came from, to figure out what a nigga got to do, because I ain't got no choice.
That's the thing about it. Like, all that shit that we did prior to doing comedy, that was like, that's the, you know what I mean? That was the DNA. That's where it all started. It was the comedic relief in some horrible situations. Without that laughter, everybody would have been crying around that mother.
How do we make it? But even like slavery, they had the songs, the this to get through. You got to have some way out, a relief.
The thing about it, though, is that we were still part of the evolution of slavery. We ain't have to, we weren't slaves, we weren't owned, we wasn't even economically free, though. We still grew up in a time where you couldn't really have, you know what I mean? Like, not necessarily, like you couldn't even, to put it in a better scope, to get a fair shake. You get what I'm saying? They put us in the ghetto, in the project. Certain motherfuckers did. Right. Everybody didn't come from that. Right. Because we know. We was just talking about how we had 11 buildings and 700 people in that motherfucker.
Easy, but then what killed me is y'all both say that from two different cities, how they built it in the regentrification that came with all the thought,
worlds, but
not the regentrification, what the thought of them when they building this from the jump on top of a graveyard, bro.
I'm 40-something years. I'm 42 years old. We was living there before the gentrification. We remember when it went from, all right, this is a nice community, to the crackhead. It's just like, you went to bed one night and then you went outside and it was a whole new world. The grass wasn't green no more. It was dirt everywhere. It was motherfuckers arguing in the hallway in the morning when you woke up. They was arguing at night when you went to bed. You heard the man across the hall slapping the hell out that woman.
I'm talking about.
We was them kids that had to go in the house when certain people was outside.
Yeah.
Cause these motherfuckers don't give a fuck that you a kid. They'll put their fucking hands on you or do something strange to you.
Yes.
I'm from the 80s, early 90s, where motherfuckers was like, hey,
and crack serious.
that shit fucked everything up.
It flipped the whole household. Cause
Yeah,
now you got the kid
it
is the
destroyed the
breadwinner,
community, yeah.
the daddy in jail, and mama probably
or
on
dead
dope.
like mine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, but think about
Or
it.
at work.
Now we at a point where it's like the same way we made the family laugh about that, doing the impression of the uncle who on drugs, who come over there when you leave. Grandma, we gotta throw that blanket away. We damn sure do. We get that at my house.
Out of here.
But see, when you say that on stage, people think you making it up.
Nah.
Yeah, your grandma still let her crackhead son come spend it.
She got to.
He can spend the
Always
weekend,
will.
but he can't stay all week. He leaving Sunday. He know that. He gonna
Always
get him
will.
one more good bath, and grandma gonna say, now go in there and get that cup off that bed. Everybody who had a drug addict family member know that. They can still come over there and eat some Sundays.
Yeah.
But sometimes when they come over there, up, grandma just take him a plate outside. Tell him don't bring that.
Stand them at the door. Real talk.
That was my grandma who said, don't bring them evil spirits
And-
in here.
and
boy.
that- and that's-
Goddamn
and that's-
streets.
Got
That's-
that dope in your mouth.
I mean, you all in your mind.
That's the essence of what drove us to be the type of entertainers that we are.
Yes.
And just being realistic about and not being afraid of what your history is and being able to let people know, hey man, you ain't got to be ashamed of where you came from because you still going. You ain't stopped yet, so that don't define you. What
That
defines
motherfucker
you is
still
what's in
live.
front of
Oh,
you.
that was true.
So to answer the original question, like we met prior to getting on Wild 'N Out.
Oh, y'all did?
Yeah,
Okay,
yes sir. At a
okay.
show at my school, we met like probably about 2-3 years before that even came into fruition. So
That's
that he smoked it. Like I'm talking about
Come on, man.
smoked it straight out. And that young hungry, like this was
Boy.
2008. You know what I'm saying? 2008, 2009. So
Yeah.
so when we got to the Wild 'N Out part of the game, it was already like, man, we already know what it takes to make something happen. We just need
Right.
the something to be in place for us to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's what Wild 'N Out was. It was the something. It was the credit. It was the opportunity. Everybody got the same shot. Everybody on that show got the same amount of time, and we was all behind the same cameras. It was up to you about what you did with it, and
you gotta make something.
Make
Sometimes you gotta
something.
take a chance.
yeah, you just got to
Once
jump
we
out
figured
there.
that part out, like sometimes it's funny as hell to go up there and get the buzzer.
Yeah,
Comedically, it'd be worth it.
it's worth it every time. But you got to
I'm
figure out
telling
that
you, man.
element. You know what I'm saying? Figure out that element, and it's like Bun said something to me today that resonated. That was real. He said, "Man, everything you want in life is on the other side of all that you afraid of." Everything you want in life is on the other side of all that
this
shit
weed
you
down.
scared of.
Yeah, I'm
So-
putting this weed down.
You know what I mean? They gotta you gotta
That
think
shit
about every time that you take those leaps. Them was leaps of faith we took. We ain't had in this walking to the Western Union to send $50 home, washing clothes at the hotel, nothing. But believe that, like that's true story. You know what I mean? Like we really was broke together. So you know what I'm saying? And a lot of us, that's a lot of our story in that environment. And that's why it's such a, great opportunity because, a lot of us made names for ourselves from
Doing
utilizing
that.
that opportunity.
Right.
And now it's like we look back, that was over a decade ago.
Hell yeah.
Y'all
know what I'm
telling
saying?
me when y'all was trying out for whatever or doing one of the shows, you say y'all looked at each other and said,
No, that's all
What'd you-
Los.
what'd you
Like,
tell him, Los?
Los is
I
the,
don't know what these other about to do, but we about to get on TV.
that's what that nigga said. Before the shit even kicked off, I
Come
see
on,
him,
man.
he walked straight. I'm talking about, it's all in the room. He beeline straight to me. I don't know what these ready do, baby. We ready get on TV. And that was it, you know what I'm saying? And then when
Gotta
the
have
shit kicked
confidence,
off,
bruh.
we went in. But like I said, that's that leap of faith, man. You gotta be, you gotta be
Willing to
strong
take it.
enough to be willing to go at your fears and the fear of your reality is already your reality. You think ain't nothing more fucked up than what you're going through if you fucked up.
And that's
so
on the entertainment side, the fear is created through the uncertainty.
yeah, exactly.
Like, because you don't know if this is just a job, you don't know if this is a gig, or you don't know if this is about to change your life.
and you got to approach it
Right.
like all three.
But I seen this too. The motherfuckers who approached it like it was about to change their life, it really did. And the people who treated it like a job just kept a job.
Just
Yeah.
kept a job.
Yeah.
Not saying nothing wrong with a job, but I was talking the other day, bro. It's like think about it. If you worked at McDonald's, right, and your goal was just to be the manager, and then you make it to be the manager, the nigga who was already the manager, his goal is to own this motherfucker. He gonna treat it way different than you treat it like a job.
Mm-hmm. Facts. Facts, man, for real. And I know that journey, that was something else, because I didn't see you come on and go off. But watching y'all do that, though, bro, even when y'all started the 85 South.
That's what make the story good, though.
It made it great. And then when the pandemic hit, it was like everything was just like on point. And I watched y'all and studied y'all and said, oh, I could do this shit. Y'all slowed the game down for me. I was like, I don't know how. I knew I wanted to do this, but I didn't. But, you know, you got to sit back. Ain't no school for this shit. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But I knew I had a story.
Yeah, I'm about to say you got a story to tell.
Yeah,
that's I say that's 80% of it.
Yeah.
Is having something to say.
Mm-hmm.
How you present it is just semantics. It's all about how you decide to set it up and all that. But you know what I mean?
Right.
What your story is 80% of it, because once you get to the point where you can get it out, your story is going to be the driving factor behind.
Right.
Your story is going to be the driving factor behind what people want to see, because you were there, and that's an element that you can't pay for. Right. You can't pay for that experience. You can't pay for being there. Being there is what counts.
Yes.
And if you were there, then people want to hear what it was like to be there, because when they listen to it,
The same shit. Remember when I was saying, if we do anything together, that shit gonna work.
yeah.
You don't even know how many people done bought your music over the years who've been waiting on any opportunity to support you directly.
Yeah.
These the people who watch your show.
And that's true, too.
Yeah.
These the people who was standing in there when there were 30 people, and they saw you go from 30 to 300 to 3,000 to the TV to the video to the big chain to the little chain to the big chain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Them the people who with you when you lost the deal and got the independent grind. They came anyway.
Anyway, they out there.
They the
anyway.
ones who listened to the beef when you said label. Then you got back with them.
Yeah.
We supported both moves.
Both moves.
We ain't never
Let's
left
go,
these
guys.
niggas.
We right here still.
Them, but see, that's what I'm saying. Them your diehards.
And they want to hear what you were thinking when you made that decision. We know what we saw, but why you do that? You know what I'm saying? Tell us why you did that. Tell us what you ate that day that made you feel like, whatever it may be, as simplistic as the detail may be, only you can tell it because you were there. And then it opens up the floodgates for all the other people who were there, who trust you to come tell their story because they know it's authentic.
Right.
And
that's what's been happening too,
Yeah,
because a
you know
lot of
what I mean?
people that come on our show, me and Five, is people that wouldn't even do this. Wouldn't
Yeah.
even doubt. Like I was telling you about Blunt. Shout out my boy Blunt, man. He'll come in, sit down, and look at it all day long. He'll crack jokes with you everything, but he get on no cap. He feel like, man, I had a live sentence, and I'm home, and I ain't supposed to be here, and I just want to watch everything. I don't want to participate. I just want to watch.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, because they look at it a little different. Like you say, we watch the DVDs take New York, and now we know about they people, the DC, the Rayford Edmonds, and all them different people. They missed that part.
Yeah.
So when seeing it now, it's like all they see is Big U going to jail, and this person and that person, and they talking themselves to jail. Like what they doing at the moment is crazy.
But then you got to think about it though. It's like we need as many of these platforms as we can have, because Black people are 100 years behind in communicating with each other.
200. Really, when you really think
Hold
about it.
on, hold up. Go rewind. Yeah, where you
know
going?
it used to be illegal for us to talk to each other.
Loitering is still illegal.
You get what I'm saying?
Still.
Then think of all the shit that we done been through as a people that we ain't never sat around and talked about. Everybody's still suffering from losing the shit we was joking about earlier. We all lost people to the streets who didn't get killed. We literally lost them to the streets. You get what I'm saying? The people who was the real victims of the circumstances that we was trying to survive. Like we was saying before we started. Motherfuckers who didn't make it to the other side. The motherfuckers who gave up and said, man, I ain't smart enough. I can't. The who dropped out. The niggas, you know what I mean? The niggas we had lost to 100 years, life sentences for some dope. And then we on the outside knowing that they on the inside because they got done wrong. And ain't nobody trying to fix that shit. And then they let out 3 motherfuckers a year and give them $90 million and think we gonna forget about the rest of the motherfuckers who in there who ain't do nothing. And then they sending them up. Oh, they just got caught stealing some money. Don't nobody go review these cases and get these people off though. Ain't nobody. They need to look at all this shit.
Then you legalize weed, but it's 100,000 people in jail for weed.
Don't they supposed to at least supposed to get a court date? At least go back and look at the case. All these crooked ass judges and attorneys and shit, the people who know who they catching all the time, they got to go look at these cases.
That's why they ain't legalized it federally yet, because once you do it federally, then you got to let them people go.
You got to turn around.
You know what I'm saying? And then the states are making too much money. The states are making too much money off the inmates to just let that go like that. We got to figure that out first.
Hey,
man, we got to figure that out.
More they making off that or taxes? It seemed like to me they would want to tax the weed and get more money, but more money for your ass in jail.
But it's easier to evade taxes than it is to evade a sale. You ain't getting. I don't care who the toughest in jail is. If you that tough, leave.
Yeah, you there.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care who run. You can run to jail, but I bet you can't unlock that gate. So it's easier to be able to keep that dynamic in place, and it's an old system. You know what I mean? It's hard to break old habits.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's real difficult to break old habits. So once you got those old habits that you know are ironclad that work, you want to bring in this new system that's going to be run digitally and all that. Them people that's still in charge, they still some old motherfuckers that still running shit.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
They got to check that God got to change before the rules change. And then depending on who's in place, you might just go to the next person that's been indoctrinated with that same mentality. So that's why it's so important for us to have platforms like this. We got to.
Even if motherfuckers disagree, we need some we can at least disagree on.
Yeah, exactly. It's important.
Man, if nothing else, man, I just agree to disagree.
Cordially disagree too, to show that we can disagree
we
without
put our bullshit out there.
Nigga ready to fight and all that.
I got some conspiracy theories.
We got a bunch of them.
What's your conspiracy?
Who is the motherfucker that decided that everybody else was getting too much money? I feel like that's going on right now is a experiment.
Okay.
They trying to see how much we could live without.
Damn.
Why would they be on TV telling you how many trillions of dollars everybody else got,
but you ain't got none?
And you at work working, and you know this shit ain't even close to $1 trillion.
$1 trillion?
I wouldn't even dream of that much money. You feel me?
That's why I need to run for some, because I'm advocating that America let the citizens ball at least twice a year.
If nothing else.
We need
what that thing everybody went to jail for, the
PPP
loan. Yeah, they should at least get that out to you twice a year.
Yeah, and I'm with you.
Everybody should get 30, 40 racks twice a year.
Two times a year. That's it. Tax free.
Either that.
Two times a year.
Easy.
Either that or you get to pick what your tax money go towards. I get to choose what I'm paying taxes towards. You just telling me I'm fixing the roads and the street signs. I want
pieces of my money at work.
I want my to go to a specific cause. It's some young selling water.
With that, but
I want
real.
to get I want to see my tax money work for me. It's certain elements of things that, you know what I mean, you see they don't teach us in schools.
We got to get all the way together, bro. Once we get together and get us a corporation as black people like everybody else. See, everybody else got.
Man, what you think that's gonna take though, Lo? We done talked about this so many times, man.
But,
Mike D, fuck that. What you think it's gonna take for to come together? Pause. I caught myself. The Martin Luther King and them would have hated us.
Black people as a
to unite.
To unite.
There you go.
Hey, get it right, boy. I'm talking about for real. Money. It's sad, but it's true.
We can get some money, but we got to get together first.
First, we got to get together to get to the money.
Right.
And
so
that would be if we could just get together, then we'll know automatically those who are ready, because it's a lot of them that won't even get together. Talking about 50, 100 in a gorilla, you ain't going to get 5 in a gorilla. You know what I mean? But whoever come together, if it's a betting pool or whatever that is, man, vet out, hey, if it's 100 and only 20 come, that's the 20 that gotta come back and save the rest, man.
Damn.
That's who we gotta work with, man.
But see, that's the problem. I think when you get to 20, usually in our history, that has happened a couple times. But the 20 get over there and be like, man, fuck them, man. I ain't going back over that motherfucker Pass this boy that y'all just gave me, man. Was that sea moss with the apple?
That grapple.
Let me get some more of that. It'll be all right.
Yeah.
I'll get some turkeys out.
They been broke.
Yeah, I get some turkeys out in the summertime and in the Thanksgiving and some backpacks.
That side, though. That's all right, because that's just like the cost of doing business. But if we going to have some of them, we should be able to pick who they are.
Facts.
We ain't going to give y'all but 5. Okay, long as she hit us with the every now and then, that's why we don't like
there you
them.
Go.
Because they ain't never, they for real. Unless it's a long.
And that's
like why Jason
thing.
Whitlock hate so much?
Come on, man.
That's a good ass question. This said Sinners was racist. He said that was the most racist movie he's ever seen in his life.
Who pays him to say this?
Bass, I want to know. The nigga who cut his hair like that. That's who paid him to do that. I'm more offended by your fade. For you to have a fade like that, mad at ain't nowhere in the world, man.
You mad at all the time.
All the time.
Even if you white folks right every time. You don't never disagree with them. Come on, man. You can't do 70-30. You got to 100% agree.
And I don't believe that really like that. You put some ribs or something in front of that, it's gonna be a regular. When that camera turn on, that I'm talking about.
Do y'all think Charleston White program?
No, he's a genius. He know exactly what to say.
He's
when
a
to say it and how to say it.
You can't deny that he's as a contrarian. He knows.
He has mastered.
He's
mastered.
He's mastered it. There's certain people that have.
Do we need Charleston White? Is this culture need a Charleston White?
From the South, I say all the time.
Is he that uncle at the North that the North don't understand? Okay, from DC, but that's kind of South too.
No, I mean,
do you? How do you feel about it, Charleston White? Because I know what you're saying, and we're gonna go there in just a second.
There's always been contrarians in our community. It's always gonna be a perspective that is different than the status quo.
Right.
And it's gonna make sense because you ain't heard nobody say it. And it's your first time hearing it said, and it's always gonna come off as brash and disrespectful and all that. But if I think he's necessary to teach is that, hey man, everybody's not gonna agree with what you agree with. And sometimes I'm gonna say some shit that's fucked up that you know what you can do.
Need to hear. That you need to hear.
You know what you
might
can do.
Might have said how you wanted to hear.
You can turn your phone off or stop watching and go and live your life. It don't affect you.
Anytime you see his name attached to like a shocking headline, he say what he said, but he'll never just leave it at no ignorant shit. He'll say that shit to get the attention. Then he'll drop some game in the middle. Then he end with the controversial. It's like disguising the medicine.
Sandwich technique, you know what I'm saying? And
I'm telling you, this is genius. He know exactly how to get you to watch it. Say the shit. Now it's interesting. Right before you about to turn that shit off, he might say, man. We got to get, and then drop the game, and then be like, but like I said earlier, them hoes.
Yeah, and I don't agree with a lot of shit that he do, but that's the thing.
He that uncle we know, though.
Yeah, who gives a what I agree with all the time. It ain't. My opinion is not the authoritative opinion of the world. Everybody got one. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Everybody has one. So whether or not I agree with what he do or not, his right to do it is his right to do it. And your right to be able to, if you got something to say in contrast to it, it's your right to do
say
that.
It too.
So, you know what I mean? I ain't never seen him get mad at no niggas. He just going to say something back.
Is even the people who don't like him has agreed with him at least once.
At least once. Because I remember y'all had a little thing with him, and then I seen him on there. I was like, oh, shit, boy, these people.
But see, I understood
you understood what was going on.
Even then. And it's like, if this is an
they was
organic
talking shit
moment,
about me and Fly arguing with this nigga, but that was the point to me. Like, I'm going to
you better have him on there. I have him on here. They like, man, how could you put him on? He talked about George Floyd. I said, man, let me show you something, bro. That man know what he doing, bro. And if he know what he doing, let me do what I doing, because I know what I'm doing. You feel me? Let me get on here and pick that brain one time.
Yeah,
It's content, bro.
I'm not opposed to talking to nobody that ain't did nothing to know, that they ain't did nothing that is controversial enough for me to say, I saw you do some fucked up shit.
Right.
You done said some. He done said the most vile shit you can say. But
you ain't done it.
Your ability to be able to say something versus your ability to be able to have a dialogue with somebody and to get an understanding of, nigga, what you think is what's your method for saying the shit that you saying. Like, that's necessary amongst us, because like you said, we so far behind in communication. That's an element. You watch Fox News and CNN and all them motherfuckers do all day is talk shit to each other. And you know what they do when them cameras turn off? All right, man, see you tomorrow. And go on about their business.
You think that's the setup.
That's
they get
the
on
super
there and
setup.
they act like they hate each other. It's all of it. None of that shit is real.
Or they get ready, like you say, we done got it together. You get ready to get your bag. Shay, you get ready to get your bag, and then all of a sudden, here come the whole world. All your bones fall out the closet. Like, what the fuck, man?
This the crazy part about it. What if ain't none of that shit real? Ain't nobody gonna say shit. They just gonna move on.
Move on.
What if, just in an alternate reality, that whoever came up with this shit ain't worked this time? They done worked every other time, but they don't even work this time.
But
you
it
mean to tell me every time somebody get a whole lot of money, they get real freaky?
It's something, all of a sudden, that's what I'm saying. Bill Cosby, just go, bro. Kelly, Cosby, anybody, Mystical,
I think
everybody, man.
I don't know if that was a good example.
Crazy.
I don't know if that was a good example.
But even, I'm just saying, it's a lot of people you could name in that situation, but everybody fell for the trap.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think that when it comes to us, a lot of that is based around our egos, man. You know what I mean? We got to learn how to control our egos as men. And when I say ego, I mean you being able to control your impulses. Ego is is impulse driven. You know what I'm saying? You feel like I'm that can do this, do that, and do that, and then I'm not gonna have to deal with it. But you never know who you dealing with in those moments. People be, I worked in mental health field, man. Motherfuckers be fucked up mentally, and they know how to mask themselves to be able to get into your good graces, especially if they see a benefit. And then as soon as you feel like, man, I got everything in control, come here. You know what I'm saying? And we fall victim to that the most, because we don't vet things the way we're supposed to vet them, because we lead with our egos instead of putting our ego to the side and having a conversation that's based in reality to be able to get to know somebody according to what it is you're going to need when no one's looking versus when everybody see you. That's a different type of conversation that you got to have right there.
Nah, that's facts, bro. That's facts, because it's just coincidental that every time somebody get ready to get there, they
where's there though? Have we established what that is? What is it? Is there $100 million? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's there?
I don't know.
You see what I'm saying? Like, have we ever even established what there is?
I don't know no more. I don't know.
Because, not just him, period, but just take the situation and say, like, the Cat Williams shit, that shit pissed off some people that still ain't got a chance to say what they want to say yet. But they might got control of something to do with their career. And then, like you say, just wait till the right time to snatch.
Too. What if they did say it already, but it just didn't get the same reach? What if they said it?
Yeah.
What if they been saying it and nobody cared?
Yeah, I mean, one thing I will say.
What if he wasn't wrong in every, like I said,
in every situation?
What if somebody did all of that shit that they said, or how he saw it? That was his experience.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
He's a big star. His voice gonna be bigger than yours.
And this is
it personal?
Validating it is the part that make people feel like they,
right.
They seen something that they
but
believe.
You can't tell nobody how to tell their story.
Yeah. Your truth is your truth. That's
right.
just what
if nothing else.
If nothing else. That's why I respect the way that, if you just speaking about Shannon Sharp, I respect the way he came out and was like, look, man, I'm standing on business. This is what I did. This is what I didn't do. And I'm
don't
not,
rock out from there. Yeah.
What if it was a blessing in disguise?
Yeah.
What if what if everything else didn't work? What if he said that just so people can say, okay, now who is he? Or did they respond? Now it's a numbers game. Now people going to see what all them people that he named, everybody wanted to go see what they had going on now. You get what I'm saying? Now people gonna go to the shows and say, he might say something about it tonight. he gonna respond.
Gotta say something.
He might
tonight.
say, okay, oh, he fine. Oh, okay.
I knew it.
I knew
it. I knew
it.
knew
made
it.
people go look for the other points of view.
Yeah, the validation. It's all in how you look at it. You know what I'm saying? And then you know, everything in life is about perspective and perception. Your vantage, like if I tell people all the time, one of the things I learned in doing the work that I did is your vantage point changes everything. If I'm standing in front of you and Low standing behind you, and we're describing the exact same thing, but you gonna get two totally different descriptions of the same thing.
Right.
So it's all about vantage point and how you see shit. So I know I feel like as black men, if we can kind of get our vantage point to come to the same place, then I think that'll be the most beneficial thing for us, because we all describing the same shit, but we looking at it from different vantage points, and it seemed like it's some completely different shit, but it's really the same thing.
What if we reacting too fast?
Yeah.
What if we telling them too much too fast?
Too fast, too early.
Well, maybe we should start huddling up first
Yeah.
and release a collective feeling all as one.
Man.
That's the only way it's gonna start happening. We as the black community
got
felt disrespected. The whole black community
felt disrespected.
You think I'm bullshit?
Yeah, nah, it
Everybody
worked.
got a black t-shirt on, disagree.
Hey man, I gotta get ready to
We
get out
gonna
of
wear
here.
a black t-shirt.
Yeah, man. Hey,
man,
love,
I
bro.
gotta
Oh,
sign
man,
the
please,
cup
please,
before I go, man.
please.
Come on, man. Y'all gonna keep kicking it. I gotta get ready to make it.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. The game, the money they making nowadays, bruh.
They don't know what to do with it for real just yet. But that's part of getting money. The first part you get, you gotta
Fuck it up.
Gotta fuck it up. That's gonna teach you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
Fuck it up.
Just like your first car should be a hoopty before you get that Benz.
Fuck it
You
up.
gotta fuck it up.
Right.
It's no way you go get back to just, oh yeah, nah, tell my son that I want that scat pack, that, boy, you ain't ready for no scat pack.
Nah, you ain't did enough driving for all that.
Exactly, boy. First time you get some little pee-pee touched on while you driving, you gonna run into the curb, man.
Oh.
Come on, man. You gonna be riding like Teddy Pendergrass.
As soon as you stump down, it's over with. And you gonna do it.
Oh yeah, you gonna do that if you don't do nothing else, man. Man, so one more thing before we get out of here, man. How y'all start that 85 South? What made y'all come up with that deal during the time that y'all came? Because that was during pandemic, wasn't it? Or was that before?
It was before that.
It was before, yeah. It just seemed like that's when it just really got major, like, attention from everybody looking at one thing, like, what the fuck?
People was trapped in the house, man. They had ran out of options. Made everybody go back and catch up. I think the shutdown was good. I had a great time doing it.
I see.
I had a ball.
I see.
It was great. Man.
Yeah, that.
But the you had to do to like move through that, hiring them, testing people, and if you wanted to do something, it was havoc. I got to stay at the crib a lot and just really enjoy it.
Texas.
That was my little escape, going to the studio.
Texas was wide open on them people. We were wide open,
Atlanta
but we
was too. But the way I was moving, I played it real. I just stayed in the crib as much as I could. Cause I was having so much fun, bro.
Man, for real, seemed like everything was good, man. They was passing the money out and everything, but
I ain't getting none of the money.
You ain't get none of the money. You let all the money make it.
Not from that.
Man.
I actually, it's like the way that shit happened, and then like the shutdown. I had snagged me a few little digital deals for some media and some content.
Oh, so you was cool. Yeah, it worked that.
I had shot a few shows for this company. We did some shit with some puppets. I had a ball during the pandemic,
I'm
bro.
talking about.
I remember getting these jobs, right, and they would like mail me like a green screen setup. So I would set the room up in the crib.
Come on, oh
and be
yeah,
recording TV shows and all type of shit.
right here at the high.
And put me with the other people and shit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, man.
They
I
got
had
super
a lot of fun during the pandemic.
working from home.
Yeah, because a lot of deals still was coming. They weren't as big as like outside deals, but it was like shit. And they for 30 days.
And
We posting this for 30 days? Hell yeah. But that shit died out. It shouldn't have died out though.
man,
It's still open for some people, but it was like, and when you said the money was coming in, it was so many different ways. Like people figured out, like, I ain't even gonna say figured out, that they allowed people to really make that kind of money from home.
I'm telling
Because
you,
businesses was still going on, a lot of Zoom shit, a lot of like work, like a lot of people had jobs that they didn't even know they could do from home.
Boy, I'm talking about this all kind of everybody know how to hustle. Now fix credit, do this, do that. The tax lady, man, 7,000 tax people, man. Everybody get it. You know,
all we want to know are who are really the good ones, man.
Yeah, they gonna get my money.
These people do your taxes and get a letter and say you owe $120,000. Trusting these people with this valuable ass information. It ain't because we think you gonna fuck the taxes up. It's just we don't know what you gonna do with the information.
Information, man. That's a lie.
Because every year about 5 of them get caught in some bullshit. We just want to know the ones who ain't on no bullshit. That's all.
Man.
And then they say, man, black people don't support. We don't know who bullshit.
And can't even take a chance with you. You got my natural information.
Then like the other controversy on the internet a couple of weeks ago, it's like you can't say they bullshit. It's like you just like Wallow had him going crazy where he was like he ain't gonna support no business just because it's black.
Oh, he pissed him off.
He pissed the whole internet off. But that's the thing about it. That's just his opinion. It shouldn't make you upset that somebody has an opinion that's different from yours.
They was mad at that boy, man. I'm talking about.
Ain't it funny that trigger people?
And as much as they do, and then, I mean, even with Gilly, I was like, damn, Gilly, I know it get to you sometime being a nigga, but man, bro, it's just the reality. No matter what you do, you still a nigga. You know what I'm saying? But see.
They got plenty of ways of showing you that. They don't have to say the word.
I'd hate for that boy to be born in the South. Ooh.
But who you think was the people who set that shit up the way it was? It's somebody that got the final say-so of everything. I don't think nothing worked like they make it. Like they trying to make it seem like it is. There's a lot of shit
that's
going on that you don't see. And you see how they keep dropping these interviews and say, some coach said that it was just worst interview he ever seen. Some coach. He's not important enough for you to say his name.
His
opinion is important enough for you to tell the world just some random ass coach. He the coach. They can ask him anything in the world when they win, lose, or draw, but you gotta keep his opinion. Why you ask him then if you can't say it? And what reporter is going around asking people questions who they can't use their name? Hey, dude, you work in the bathroom? What you think about it? My anonymous source in the building, and I quote, that's some bullshit. Why they don't never ask nobody else? Just people who say the negative. We took journalism. We know you can't just use one piece of interview. You got to get multiple sources so it's credible.
Exactly.
I don't believe that shit. We seen it. The motherfuckers tried to tell us we didn't see what we seen.
We seen it.
What team had everybody up at 2 o'clock in the morning watching this shit?
Man.
Come on. It ain't but one team and the other motherfuckers they was playing. You remember that late ass game? Everybody in this motherfucker was watching that shit. Oh, it's the highest viewed game in college football. Every week. Win, lose, or draw. What you think we watching?
The motherfucker.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
All them moments that gave us them fucking, man, they love you when you motherfucking doing something for them.
I swear to God.
We don't know what happened behind the scenes. That's what happened when you tell the wrong people no.
Like the Warriors just did. Told the Warriors just told the Rockets no, by the way. I ain't cutting you off. They just told us no.
See?
So game 7 is a letdown. I'm glad we was working. Because I'd hate to be in my feelings right now.
I told you. They made
that boy cry.
It's over with. You're not winning that. You're not winning.
You don't make Steph Curry's son cry.
You don't do that. As a father, he would have.
He couldn't go back home no more.
He had to go for 80 tonight.
I bet that's what he went off to. We go check them stats. I guarantee you he went off, man. He made a point.
Son ain't looked at
but then they beat us here. That's the thing. Because I was going to try to get us some tickets.
What
but
you
I'm
think
like,
they going to do when they get him home? Told you, son. Watch. I got him. Son ain't looked at him the same in 4 days. He had to get his respect back. If nothing else for his baby boy.
Yeah, let me go to their house and knock them out and break all their hearts. Better not go home to a heart broke.
You got to keep in mind, this is his hero now. He already know his dad is the best basketball player in the world. You ain't never going to be able to tell him that he ain't. That's what happens when you get a son.
Yeah, they your biggest fan.
Come on, man.
Immediately.
He done seen daddy hit all these goddamn shots. He know he can do it.
Go do it, Dad.
But he too young to understand it in the game. Dad, I know you can do it. Come on. He hitting it.
Yeah, you the greatest.
It's 10,000
You my hero.
You
And they
don't
believe
know
what I
about it.
believe. My dad's the man. You better go
You
knock
look,
him
every
dead.
time they blow up timeout, you looking right up. He's like, come on, daddy.
What's up? Hey,
Your son over there doing this shit.
Follow through. Remember you told me the follow through, Dad.
His son saying, little cute son, daddy, just use your confidence.
Right, son. You're right, son.
That's real though.
Man, what's been the livest city you've been through on this tour, man? Talk to us about that tour, man. Too many, bro.
The best thing about this tour is like every city trying to go like
They're going up.
it ain't no dry spots on this month.
I see, man. That thing was amazing, man. Then y'all left here and went to Dallas, right?
Yes.
So I know it's the same reaction. You came out there to that Want to Be a Baller, shout out little Troy Young, know what I'm saying?
Man.
He said, I don't want to stop it. I don't want to stop it, man.
'cause
This
you
one of
know-
them songs you can't stop like most city
No, but hold
done.
on. This the one of the ones. When I look in the crowd and then you see all the women rapping, yeah, them the real ones right there. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
How you gonna
yeah.
turn that off? This lady right here know all the words.
I'm talking about she
She
paid,
know all the words. I'm talking about they singing religiously.
and you know she went got her hair did, her nails did, her outfit.
This might have been the that turned the night from good to great.
That one turn up song.
She been looking for motherfuckers who like song from the 99 and the 2000.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, that was my shit before I had you.
What? For real.
She ain't heard in 20 years.
When mama was a thought.
Right.
Yeah, when mama was thotting around.
Right.
I'm talking about, that 99, 2000, that was a hell of a music time and place in the world. I swear. That
This
boy
shit was
Juby
coming
dropped
out
that
so
thing. He
fast.
think, from the 99. Oh, man. Girl, you look good. Won't you? Hey.
Hey, this how they know we love music different then. We were paying $20 for the album. $25, $30 for some of them.
Double CD for show.
A
$25,
CD was no
$30.
less than $20.
Yeah.
And we had a book full of them.
I'm talking
Oh
about.
man, Bootleg Man was the best thing ever happened to us.
Just not in Houston, though, because, Rapper Live wasn't trying to hit it. Boy.
I'm talking about the movies and all
Yeah,
that.
oh yeah, they had the whole little hookup,
Come on,
man.
man.
Come on, man. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Bootleg. And then, when the bootleggers went crazy? When they started putting the mixes together. Hey, come on, cuz. With me, I got 10 hours of Jet Li movies on this right.
What? Give me that. I got
Everything
the whole,
Bruce Lee ever did.
Yeah, I got the whole Wire collection.
When
Godfather
they figured out how
1
to
through
switch
3.
the format and put the long shit on there,
It was over.
3 for 10. They
It
don't
was
tell you that
over.
the 3 on 1 disc.
Music game was over then, boy.
yeah.
Oh, it went crazy then, man. That's what it is, man. It's been a pleasure, big dog, man.
Oh, man.
You know
Thank you
one
for having
thing.
me.
You
You
know
know I
one
just had
thing.
to
You
come
got to
talk
home.
shit with you.
Oh, that's what it is, man. We ain't through. We gonna do us another part. I got to come out there and kick it with you. Look, my baby girl, and say, look, let me see what's going on here.
Yeah, when
he
the
ain't
dog
shoot
come
nobody.
out, that means time to kick the
It's
company
time to
out.
kick it go, man. Once again, y'all, this is the one-on-one with Miggity Mike D, man. Carlos Miller is in the building. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all stay tuned. It's going down, baby.
You just can't put your ass on my back.
No, I don't never know how to end this shit though. But I like to end my shows the blackest way I know how. Shit, what y'all about to do? Hey, I'm Carlos, I'm out here.